First morning of the fishing trip, 4:30. Guy and Chris.
Good morning.
And myself are heading out to go halibut fishing with Jim Wiles. He's one of my friends up on the North Slope. So we'll see how it goes.
You need to start that song.
So here we are. We're fishing with Jim Wiles. Jim's a good friend of mine. He lives in Seward, Alaska, and this is his boat. He was gracious enough to invite me and Guy and Chris to go fishing with him today, and we're going to be halibut fishing. Now, halibut fishing is fun. It is deep. We were 350 feet deep, so every time you had to check your bait, you had to reel up 350 foot of line. It had a 5-pound weight on it. Here, Guy has just caught a 45-pound halibut, and Jim gaffs it like it's nothing, throws it up on the boat. That was the biggest fish of the entire fishing trip, was this one with Guy. Now, this is Guy, and he's just sitting there, he's tuckered out. It was a long day.
Catching a fish with a wounded arm.
Guy, what are you doing?
I'm sitting here watching Chris catch a fish.
Another fish. Say it again.
Captain, what are you doing?
I'm waiting to butcher it.
And that's what he's talking about right there.
Just cleaned it off. That's right.
Now, once the fishing trip was over, it was time to pack up and head home. We got back to Jim's house, and he butchered all of it. He cleaned all the fish, took the skin off, and we packed up and started heading back. We left, like I said, 4:30 in the morning, and we got home about 10 o'clock at night. Then the next morning, we woke up bright and early, headed to the Kenai River. Now, I bought a little drone, and that's where some of these footages are coming from. It's the first time I've played with it, and I put it in a movie. I kind of like it. But this is Guy Willis fishing in the Kenai River, and next to him is going to be Chris Bath. We're trying to catch silvers. I'm sorry, we're going to be catching red. Silvers come in next month. And when I tell you it was slow, it was slow. We didn't know what we were doing. I'm supposed to be the fishing guide, and I'm not real great at fishing in the first place. We had the leaders at about 2 feet, and they should have been at least 6, maybe even 8. So once we figured out where the leaders needed to be, that's when we started catching fish. But we're sitting here right across from my house. We were looking at my house while we were fishing. And I didn't get any video on drone of Guy or Chris catching any fish. But I'm going to tell you, the fisherman of the trip was definitely Chris Bath. Chris, he caught more fish than anybody. I think the whole time I caught 1 halibut and 2 salmon, and he was steadily catching fish. But they all enjoyed the trip, and we had a good time. So some of these videos are a little bit long. We're just kind of bouncing around with the drone, showing you, like, here's Chris waving at us. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all watch some of these. See what if you think you would like to come fishing with me, give me a call. The best time to go is in the end of July. So right now we're having 30 to 50,000 salmon come into the river a day. Next, we're going to, by the end of July, it'll be 1.2 million salmon coming in every day. Unfortunately, I work up on the North Slope. I work 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So we had to plan this trip when I was off. And this is when it worked for me. Now, if you look across, you can see my house, the house up on top of the bluff. That's mine. And here's Chris trying to perfect his swing. But overall, it was a great fishing trip. I had a great time with Guy and with Chris. You know, I haven't seen these guys in about 4 years. We all went to church together at Heritage Baptist Church and had been hunting together and fishing together for years. I moved up to Alaska in December of 2018, and really haven't done anything with anybody since then, other than the occasions I get to come home and see everybody, and then what I try to do is spend it with mom and dad and my kids. So we had moved to a different spot, and as you can tell, this water's running. Now it's running. You're standing with your back to the river, and you're throwing the line out and bringing it back in. It's called flossing. The theory behind it is that the salmon swim upstream with their mouth open. You're trying to get your fishing string into the mouth of the salmon and then hook it in the mouth. If you hook it behind the gills to the tail, that's called a foul hook, and you cannot keep it. That's illegal. You have to throw the salmon back. But here we are, we're running up to a new spot, and this is basically what the entire Kenai River looks like from my house down to the mouth of the ocean. But I'm tired. I'm war slam out. At one point, guy ripped his daggone waders, or had a hole in his waders, so I climbed up that bank, fetched him another pair of waders, and came back down the bank. Now, I call that true friendship. But overall, we had a great time. We caught some really big red salmon. I think they're going to go home with about 100 pounds of fish between the two of them. Every day we caught them, we took them out, took them straight to the processors. And this was just one day at Tanner's Fish Processors here in Soldotna. And that day we caught 35 pounds of salmon. It wasn't very many, it's 5 of them. But when I tell you it's tough fishing, anything you do in Alaska is tough. But I'm fixing to show you a video of Chris catching one and Guy putting it, getting it in the net. Chris had just caught one, and I tried to scoop it up and ended up hitting it in the head, and it jumped off. But here's Chris catching his fish. I apologize. No, this is Guy, and we were at this hole, and I'm going to show you how many people, and the fishing season hasn't even started, and this is how many people are on the river right now. And probably another 2 weeks, the entire river is going to look like this. This fella just caught him a fish. And now I'm going to tell you, it ain't easy getting them in the net. And you're going to see Guy in just a minute trying to get this thing in the net, because you can't see them when they're under the water. And you're trying like rip to get it, because if it's more than 2 minutes, that fish is going to get off that hook. It's flipping, it's jumping out of the water, trying to throw that hook. And it's irritating, to say the least. I hit him right in the mouth, and
I can't see him, Chris. Back up a little bit there, okay? Back up.
There he is.
Not that far. It's a.
Hey, I'm being patient, remember?
yeah, you got to be patient. Back up there, buddy.
It's a buck.
This is what we go through every time we catch one.
Can you back up some?
Nope.
Yeah, you can. Back up 2 more feet. And this is what I've been dealing with for the last 3 days.
Front row seat.
I ain't gonna fall in there.
Do I need to come at it? It's right behind you, guy. There you go. Gotta do it fast.
Net him. Net him.
I'm doing good.
He's out there. It's a pink.
There you go, Rombo. That's why you do it.
That's what we do.
Yeah, you want me-
So thank you for watching. If you are interested in coming up, give me a call. And I hope Chris comes back and I hope Guy comes back. But I'm warning you, anything in Alaska that you do is not easy. Even sightseeing up here is tough. But anyway, give me a call. Thanks for watching. Bye.